Hi guys, welcome back to the session. Today we will learn how to work with Excel as database in Automation Anywhere A2019. So let's get started. Now if you are working on huge dataset using Excel package, you might face errors and slowness in bot execution. Now to overcome these issues, we must connect to Excel as a database while working on huge dataset. So let's quickly create a project in Automation Anywhere and see how we can do so. Now to work on Excel as a database, first of all we will install Microsoft Access Database Engine in our system. To do so, launch this URL. I will share the link in the description. So launch this URL and click on this download button. So as soon as you click on the download button, we have the two options here for the engine. First is the 32-bit version and second engine is the 64-bit version. Now even if you are working on 64-bit OS, go with this 32-bit version because the engine works properly with the 32-bit version. So check this box and click on next and the engine will be downloaded here. So open this exe file and follow the steps in this window to install engine in your system. Since I have already installed this engine in my system, I'm going to close this window. So now we are good to build a bot in Automation Anywhere A2019, which is going to use Excel as a database. So I have a sample Excel file with me with few employee data, that is first name, last name, role in company and salary. So we are going to build a bot which is going to connect to this Excel as a database and read the data from this Excel file using database commands. So let's see how we can do so in Automation Anywhere. So let's move to Automation Anywhere. And here I am inside the control room of Automation Anywhere A2019. Let's build our bot under this Excel as database demo. So first of all, I will move to the database package. So this is our database package with several actions. First of all, I'm going to use this connect action, which is used to connect to a database. So move to list view and let's see what all details we'll have to provide here. First, we'll have to provide the session name, so keep it as default. Next is the connection mode. So here we have two options, default and user defined. Let's select this default connection mode to provide the connection string. So this connection string is nothing but the detail string which is going to have the details to connect Automation Anywhere to Excel as a database. So let me show you what will be the structure of the connection string. So this will be our connection string with the details. First detail is provider, which will be Microsoft ACE OLEDB 12.0. Next detail will be the data source, which will be nothing but the path of your Excel file which you wish to connect as a database. Since I'm working on this employee data Excel, so I have provided the path of the employee data file. Next detail is the extended properties, which is Excel 12.0 XML, which is for the file type Excel 2007 to 2010. And at the end we have provided the HDR value as yes. Since my Excel contains headers, that's why I have provided the value of HDR as yes. So this will be the connection string. You can change the data source with your file path and you are good to use this connection string. So I'm going to take this connection string from here and let's provide the connection string here. So all done, we have provided all the details required in this connect action. This connect action is going to connect to Automation Anywhere A2019 to this Excel as a database. So all done under this connect statement. Now after the connection is done to this Excel as a database, we want to read only those records from this complete data set whose salary is greater than 8,000. So let's see how we can read such data using the database command. So for that, let's move back to Automation Anywhere. And from this database package, I'm going to use this export to data table action, which retrieves the data from the database and stores the entire result inside a table variable. So let's add this action and let's see what all details are required. So first is the session name. So make sure that you provide the same session name here which you provide inside the connect action. So the session name is fine as default, and here we'll have to provide the select statement. So let's provide a select statement here. So I'm going to provide the select statement as select star, which is going to fetch the complete data, that is first name, last name, role in company and salary. So select star from, and here we'll have to provide the table name. Now in case of Excel as database, sheet names are used as the table names. So in our case, the sheet name is sheet 1. So this sheet name we will use as table name. And how to write the table name, let me show you. So we'll have to provide the sheet name inside the brackets. So provide the square brackets, and inside the square bracket provide the sheet name as sheet 1, and then provide a dollar symbol. Now here we are getting this error because this dollar symbol is used to prefix variables in A2019. We know this one. So we will add one more dollar symbol as a escape character, and you see the error has been removed. So this will be our complete table name. Select star from this table, and here we'll provide the condition where salary greater than 8,000. So our select statement is ready. It's going to fetch the records from this Excel whose salary is greater than 8,000. Now next we can also provide the maximum number of records to fetch. So let's say that this statement, the select statement, provides us 10 records, but we wish to have only the 4 records. So in such case we can provide the maximum number of records as well. So let's say that I provide the number of records as 4. And next we can also provide the timeout for the query in seconds. So we can also provide a timeout over here which will be in seconds. So let's say that I provided a timeout of 30 seconds. So when this 30 seconds will expire, the execution will stop even if the execution is not complete. So accordingly we can provide a timeout value here, and the result of this statement along with the maximum number of records to be fetched will be assigned to a variable. So create a variable from here, and let's give the variable name as employee data, and this is a variable of type table. Let's click on create and select. So all done. Using this single action, we fetched the required data from this Excel inside this table variable, as we have connected this Excel as a database in the Automation Anywhere A2019. So this is one of the benefits of using the Excel as a database. If we had used Excel package to retrieve such data, then we would have required a list of actions. Now moving ahead, we have the required data inside the table variable. So we can use the table variable according to our requirement for further use. I'm going to use the loop action to get the table values. So let's add this loop action here, and I'm going to choose the iterator type as for each row in table, and here I am going to provide the table variable employee data which we just created, and the current row value from the table will be stored inside the record variable. So create a record variable here. Let's give the name as employee record. This is a variable of type record. Let's click on create and select, and let's add a message box to display the values. So let's add a message box here, and in enter message to display, press F2, and from here select the record variable, and here provide the index. So for the first name the index will be 0, last name index will be 1, 2, 3. So provide the index as 0 for first name. Click on yes, insert. Similarly, I'm going to provide the same record variable, employee record, and index this time as 1, which will fetch the last name. Then press F2 and select the record variable again. This time select the index as 2, which is going to fetch the role in company. And then press F2 and select record variable again, and this time select the index as 3, which is going to fetch the salary. And let's click on yes, insert. So I have used this message box inside this loop action to display the values which are present inside a table variable. Now if required, we can also write the values from this table variable inside an Excel. So let me show you. There is an action we have already used in the previous session. So under Excel Advanced, we have the action write from data table. So if required, you can write the values from this table variable inside an Excel using this write from data table action. Now moving back to the database package. So all done under the loop. At the end, I am going to disconnect from the database as well. So let me add the disconnect action and make sure that you provide the similar session name here which you provide inside the connect action. So all done. This disconnect is present here. Let's delete this one. It is not required inside the loop. So all done, our bot is ready now. It's going to connect to the Excel as a database, and then it's going to read the data from this Excel. It's going to read the data from this Excel according to the condition we provided inside the select statement. And at the end, it's going to display the values from the data table inside a message box, and at the end, it's going to disconnect the database. So let me close this Excel and let's save this bot, and let's quickly run the bot to see how it works. And my bot is running now. It is currently connecting to the Excel as a database, and it displayed the first record from the Excel inside the message box whose salary is greater than 8,000. So this is the first record with first name, last name, role in company, and the salary. Let's close this one. This is the second record with the salary greater than 8,000. Close this. This one is the third record. Let's close this as well, and this one is the fourth record. Let's close this. And our bot ran successfully. Let's close this one. So in this way we can work on Excel as database. It is very helpful So this process is very helpful because the processing of data is very fast since bot reads data from Excel as backend. Also, even if the Excel application is not installed in the system, bot is going to work. Now one thing to notice while working on the system is that this process only works on files stored locally on your system or on network drives. This process is not used for control room stored files, so make sure that the Excel which you use as a database is stored locally on your system or on network drives. So that's all for this session, guys. You can also build your bot which will use Excel as a database, and let me know in case you face any issues. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like and share with your friends and hit the bell button to get the updates on the latest videos. Also, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as well, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.